shades of meaning in the works of Edgar Allan Poe. Our language consists of words. Connotation and denotation are two principal methods of describing the meanings of words. Denotation is the literal meaning of the word, while connotation is an association, emotional or otherwise, which the word evokes. For instance, the denotation of a snake is a scaly reptile. However, the word also has a negative connotation and can be referred to a vile person. Similarly, the name Hollywood connotes things as glamour, celebrities, and dreams of stardom. But denotation of Hollywood is an area of Los Angeles, worldwide known as the center of American movie industry. Also, the word atheist denotes a person who disbelieves or denies the existence of gods. A word's connotation can refer to a vile or wicked person. By employing words with certain connotation and denotation, an author can create a particular atmosphere. Let's take a look how Edgar Allan Poe does it on the examples of some of his works.
A dull, dark, and sunless day in the autumn of the year, when the clouds hung oppressively low in the heavens, I had been passing alone on horseback through a singularly dreary tract of country, and at length found myself, as the shades of the evening drew on, within view of the melancholy house of Usher. I knew not how it was, but with the first glimpse of the building a sense of insufferable gloom pervaded my spirit. I say insufferable, for the feeling was unrelieved by any of that half-pleasurable, because poetic sentiment with which the mind usually receives even the sternest natural images of the desolate or terrible. I looked upon the scene before me, upon the mere house and the simple landscape features of the domain, upon the bleak walls, upon the vacant eye-like windows, upon a few rank sedges, and upon a few white trunks of decayed trees, with an utter depression of soul which I can compare to no earthly sensation more properly than to the after-dream of the reveler upon opium. The bitter lapse into everyday life, the hideous dropping off of the veil. There was an iciness, a sinking, a sickening of the heart, an unredeemed dreariness of thought which no goading of the imagination could torture into aught of the sublime. What was it that so unnerved me in the contemplation of the house of Usher? It was a mystery all unsoluble, nor could I grapple with the shadowy fancies that crowded upon me as I pondered. I was forced to fall back upon the unsatisfactory conclusion that while beyond doubt there are combinations of very simple natural objects which have the power of thus affecting us, still the analysis of this power lies among considerations beyond our depth. It was possible, I reflected, that a mere different arrangement of the particulars of the scene, of the details of the picture, would be sufficient to modify or perhaps to annihilate its capacity for sorrowful impression. And acting upon this idea, I reined my horse to the precipitous brink of a black and lurid tarn that lay in unruffled luster by the dwelling and gazed down, but with a shudder even more thrilling than before, upon the remodeled and inverted images of the gray sedge, and the ghastly tree stems, and the vacant and eye-like windows.
In the excerpt from The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, we can find the words with their following denotation: dull, lacking brightness, vividness, or sheen. Dark, with little or no light. Soundless, with little or no sound. Insufferable, too extreme to bear. Intolerable. Gloom, partial or total darkness. Desolate, deserted of people, in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness. Terrible, extremely or distressingly bad or serious. Opium, an addictive drug. Unnerved, make someone lose courage or confidence. Shudder, tremble convulsively, typically as a result of fear or revulsion. Ghastly, causing great horror or fear, frightful or macabre. The words dull, dark, soundless have connotation of absence of light and sound, absence of direction, a death-like state, a state of fear. The following words have a similar connotation. Insufferable, gloom, desolate, terrible, opium, unnerved, shudder, and ghastly have the connotation of being in state of pain, fear, hate, and delirium.
I was sick, sick unto death with that long agony. And when they at length unbound me, and I was permitted to sit, I felt that my senses were leaving me. The sentence, the dread sentence of death, was the last of distinct accentuation which reached my ears. After that, the sound of the inquisitorial voices seemed merged in one dreamy, indeterminate hum. It conveyed to my soul the idea of revolution, perhaps from its association in fancy with the burr of a mill wheel. This only for a second, for presently I heard no more. Yet for a while I saw, but with how terrible an exaggeration. I saw the lips of the black-robed judges. They appeared to me white, whiter than the sheet upon which I traced these words, and thin, even to grotesqueness, thin with the intensity of their expression of firmness, of immovable resolution, of stern contempt of human torture. I saw that the decrees of what to me was fate were still issuing from those lips. I saw them writhe with a deadly locution. I saw them fashion the syllables of my name, and I shuddered because no sound succeeded. I saw too, for a few moments of delirious horror, the soft and nearly imperceptible waving of the sable draperies which entwined the walls of the apartment. And then my vision fell upon 7 tall candles upon the table. At first they wore the aspect of charity, and seemed white and slender angels who would save me. But then, all at once, there came a most deadly nausea over my spirit, and I felt every fibre in my frame thrill as if I had touched the wire of a galvanic battery, while the angel forms became meaningless spectres with heads of flame, and I saw that from them there would be no help. And then there stole into my fancy, like a rich musical note, the thought of what sweet rest there must be in the grave. The thought came gently and stealthily, and it seemed long before it attained full appreciation, but just as my spirit came at length properly to feel and entertain it, the figures of the judges vanished, as if magically from before me. The tall candles sank into nothingness, their flames went out utterly, the blackness of darkness supervened. All sensations appeared swallowed up in a mad rushing descent as of the soul into Hades. Then silence and stillness, night, were the universe.
In the mentioned excerpt from The Pit and the Pendulum by Edgar Allan Poe, we can find the following words with their denotation. Death, the action or fact of dying or being killed, the end of the life of a person or organism. Agony, severe physical or mental suffering. Dread, anticipate with great apprehension or fear. Accentuation, the action of emphasizing something. Revolution, a forcible overthrow of a government or social order in a favor of a new system. Association, a group of people organized for a joint purpose. Exaggeration, a statement that represents something as better or worse than it really is. Firmness, the quality of having a solid, almost unyielding surface or structure. Resolution, a firm decision to do or not to do something. Nothingness, the absence of cessation of life or existence. Blackness, the property or quality of being black in color. Darkness, the partial or total absence of light. Silence, complete absence of sound. Stillness, the absence of movement or sound. Night, the period of darkness in each 24 hours, the time from sunset to sunrise. The words we discussed can be combined into three groups by their connotation. The first group are the words death, agony, and dread, connote fear, pain, and painful ending. So these are the words that connote a certain state. The second group are the words accentuation, revolution, association, exaggeration, firmness, resolution. These are the words that connote a serious organization of people with harsh views, loss of freedom, being imposed fate that one doesn't choose. So these words connote a state outside of a person. The third group of words connote loss of senses and perception, being between life and death, delirium. These are the words nothingness, blackness, darkness, silence, stillness, night.
Hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells. What a world of merriment their melody foretells. How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air of night, while the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, 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 in a sort of runic rhyme to the tintinnabulation that so musically wells from the bells, 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 from the jingling and the tinkling of the bells.
In the excerpt from the poem The Bells, we can find the following words with their denotation. Silver, out of precious, shiny, grayish-white metal. Merriment, gaiety, fun. Melody, a sequence of single notes that is musically satisfying. Tinkle, make a course to make a light, clear ringing sound. Stars, a fixed, luminous point in the night sky that is a large, remote, incandescent body like the sun. Oversprinkle, to be sprinkled over. Heavens, the sky, especially perceived as a vault in which the sun, the moon, stars, and planets are situated. Twinkle, shine with a gleam that varies repeatedly between bright and faint. Crystalline, having the structure and form of a crystal. Delight, great pleasure. Tintinnabulation, a ringing or tinkling sound. Jingle, make or cause to make a light metallic ringing sound. The words from the excerpt from the bells can be combined into three groups according to their connotation. Merriment and delight connote feelings of joy. Silver stars oversprinkle heavens, crystalline twinkle, have a connotation of a vision of something bright and shiny. The third group, melody, tinkle, tintinnabulation, jingle, have a connotation of hearing pleasant, joyful sounds. By employing words with certain connotation and denotation, an author can create a particular atmosphere in his works. However, knowing connotation and denotation can be very useful in everyday life as well. While communicating, people should always know possible connotations of the words they're using, especially when talking to people of different cultures, ethnicities, and even age groups. For instance, the word weasel has a denotation of a small furry animal, but it also has a connotation of a person one is not satisfied with. When a student is well aware of possible connotations of words and their denotation, he or she can word their speeches or essays more efficiently, which can lead to better results in school, work, and personal life.